Last time on Steely's Corner.
You think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Body swap. Cool. What the heck was that?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry. Bullshit.
What's the matter, brother?
You can't tell? These two assholes somehow switched freaking bodies, and this hoodbilly here can't handle anything sharp. How the heck am I supposed to run a show like this?
Relax. You do the review here with the Three Stooges, and I'll go see if I can figure out how to
Really?
switch this fustercluck back to normal.
But make it
All right?
quick. We're running out of time.
Come on.
Last year, in 2020, you know, the worst year in existence, director-writer Christopher Landon, who gave us the satirical and still pretty good PG-13 duo of Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You, which gave us a fun and clever spin on the groundhog setup, a day repeating itself over and over again, but with a slasher element into it. Now he ups the stakes in his follow-up movie, Freaky, which takes the Freaky Friday body swap element and throws slasher genre right into it.
Just like Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan in Freaky Friday, Rachel McAdams and Rob Schneider in The Hot Chick, Judge Reinhold and Ben Savage and vice versa, and who can forget Little Dicky and Chris Brown.
I woke up in Chris Brown's body. How this shit turned into Freaky Friday.
The movie is based around a character named Millie, played by Kathleen Newton, famed for being in Paranormal Activity, who stars opposite Vince Vaughn, who plays the Blissfield Butcher, basically a hybrid of Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. And we all know who Vince Vaughn is.
What were they like anyway? They look pretty good. Are they real? Are they built for speed or for comfort? What'd you do with them? Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboating son of a bitch, you old sailor, you.
Taking the concept of Friday the 13th and Freaky Friday and mashing them together was basically the birthplace of this movie, because the original title of the movie was Freaky Friday the 13th. Until Disney and Sean Cunningham took a little bit offense to that and sent them a cease and desist, saying, pick one or the other or come up with something in between. We find Millie, high school girl, kind of a loner, kind of to herself, a little naive, living with her alcoholic mom and her trigger-happy cop of a sister. All of them in their own different ways coping with the death of the family's patriarch, her father, just the year before. But don't worry, she's accompanied on her adventures by her two best friends, Josh and Nyla. And I do have to say, Josh is definitely the funniest part of this frickin' movie.
I love your black wiener, Mr. Daniels. Joshua.
The dog is black, Nyla.
Ha! I get it. It's a dick joke. On the other side of town, we get to meet our Blissfield Butcher, played by the hulking Vince Vaughn. I never really understood why, up until now, they really used Vince Vaughn's size to his advantage. The guy's built like a frickin' wrestler, sitting at like 260 pounds and 6'6". Vince Vaughn is huge. Built like a wrestler. I can take him. Ow.
Legend of the Blissfield Butcher is that he comes around every year at homecoming around Friday the 13th and starts butchering students and then vanishes for almost an entire year. Ooh, spooky.
After stealing an ancient dagger, Vince Vaughn tracks down his next victim. He has a chance encounter at the homecoming game with Millie, which is where he likes to kill people, making her the victim that takes the stab from the Kantarian-esque dagger The next morning, they both wake up with some stuff going upside down and sideways. They swapped bodies. Now, Millie the Butcher returns to high school as probably the most badass chick to do that quick transition where you spend that summer away from all your friends and then return to school with the new clothes and whatnot and hoping everybody will accept you. Or is that just me? Millie has to convince her friends that even though she looks like a 50-some-year-old psycho killer who could work for WWE, that she is actually 16-year-old Millie that's just trapped in the big hairy body of a wedding crasher. Frank the Tank's best buddy and her new friends decide to go after the killer. The director made sure that every single kill in the movie was slightly different than the next, so no two kills were exactly the same. And like all these reviews, I'm going to stop right there because I don't want to ruin the ending. I think that this movie is absolutely wonderful. It's a perfect balance of gore and humor. They don't overdo it with the humor, and they do give us enough gore, warranting this movie's R rating. Love how they took this one trope that has been done plenty of other times and turn it on its head. Sitting at a very, very respectable 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, I definitely give this a 100% watch. Check it out. Okay guys, I figured it out. Are you ready? Himanana simpin' and manana. Eating ramen, sitting in my pajamas. A parama just ate a banana.
Oh, thank God. Me again.
Oh, thank God. I'm me again. Well, thank God that's over with. You know what, EP? You saved the day on this one. Why don't you do the next movie? Well, since we thought this was gonna be like the end of our world, why don't we do a movie back when everybody thought it was gonna be the end of the world? The year 1999. The horror remake of House on Haunted Hill. Now, you have to give me a minute because I have to run this all the way back to Denver. I stole this out of Tom Brady's living room. Apparently, he's got a game or something. Is it too late to call dibs on Evil Dead 2? Because it's got a chainsaw in it.
You're black! I'm gay! We are so dead!